just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
When your to-do list is a mile long and you need to grocery shop but also hit the drugstore and grab baby food and a birthday present and pick up chips and dip for the game, Go Puff It! Go Puff is the app that delivers thousands of items to your door in just minutes. Don't hit 3 stores to cover your entire grocery list. Go Puff It! Don't stress out over candles and fancy cheese. When it's date night, Go Puff It! Don't pay $10 a drink when it's game day. Go Puff It! Order in seconds for delivery in minutes. Download the app today to save $30 and get free delivery with no service fees. Terms and conditions will apply.
Welcome to the Andrade Familia's podcast with Angelina Andrade and Susanna Andrade. This is a new year. This is a new podcast. Welcome in, and hopefully we'll hear from you soon, and you'll be listening live with the Andrade family.
Mary redeemed a $50,000 cash prize playing Chelsea Casino this year.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, it's Susanna Andrade
and Angelina Andrade.
The Andrade Family Podcast.
So anyways, we, if you guys are hearing my voice right now, I am literally sick. No, not with COVID. I've just been sick for the last 2 weeks. I feel like I'm losing my voice at this moment. I've been taking so much medicine, right?
Yeah, she's been taking a lot of medicine. We've been trying to see what works and what doesn't work. But I have found some international medicine that actually, I believe it works a lot better than the stuff they have here in the United States. But I'm not knocking it. It works for some people, but it might not work for others. I don't know. I believe that certain medicine out there in other countries might be a little stronger than the ones they have here because of certain, things that they're able to put on their medicines. What is that called? The
FDA.
FDA, yes.
Yeah. Anyways, I've been taking this medicine. It's awesome, you guys. I've tried every medicine, but it's just not working for me. But yeah, hopefully I get better and my voice gets better. That is the reason why we have not been broadcasting at all. But we are here, and I'm still going to maintain and still try to podcast today because, oh my Lord, I am losing my voice.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, so as we know, I'm sure you see the topic today of self-improvement and what's going to happen in the new year of 2023.
New year, new life, new challenges.
New journey.
New journeys, yeah.
Yeah, so what's your new journey?
My new journey? Well, there's a lot of choices out there of whether you want to take one road or not, but I don't know. I think I want to start... maybe starting a family with somebody.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We're talking about family now.
Well, yeah. I mean, doesn't everybody want to get married and have kids with their love of their life? I don't know.
You know what? I'm going to say like this. COVID had put everybody in a place.
True.
For the past 2.5 years. COVID, no lie. We had stay-at-home orders. We had our children at home driving us crazy. Literally driving us crazy because I know mine was driving me crazy. I will tell you this. It has been crazy. People have been getting married, making babies. Jesus.
Yeah, there's definitely...
We have COVID babies that have been born on...
2021.
Yeah, I mean, they're...
2020, 2021. Those are coronavirus babies, man.
It's crazy. The thing is that we stay at home. We finally get to spend time with our families and not be at our jobs. I mean, I remember back in the day. You remember back in the day in the 80s and stuff? I mean, we're not going to say our ages on here because it's probably not a good thing for you to know how old we really are. But and it's probably not good to ask women how old they really are. Definitely. But I will say this right now. In the 80s, we used to be able to leave our doors open and no predators would come in. We used to be able to what? Go outside and play.
Oh, I used to ride my bike all day, every day. I used to do all kinds of
I used to ride my big wheel.
Oh, yeah?
Down the street.
Big wheel? Yeah. Big wheel.
See, maybe because we're like 2-year differences.
Yeah.
But I used to ride my big wheel outside till dark and nothing would happen.
Oh, I know.
Right? Now we have hurricanes. We have people abducting children. We have what?
A lot of crazy people out there, preying on innocent and just victims out there.
But the thing is, right now, I think that we're in a new year, and I hope that this year brings us amazing new challenges, new things, new journey, new life.
Yes.
I hope that we really put our efforts into self-improvement,
yes,
loving our family, spending more time with our children,
yeah.
Even though they drive us crazy. I know for me, I have a new grandbaby.
He is adorable too.
Oh yeah, he is definitely a ladies man, a ladies baby.
He's gonna be a heartbreaker for sure.
Right? He is so cute. Oh my God, the love of my life. You never know. You just never know, right? Until you have your first grandbaby.
Yes, it's special for sure.
The crazy part is you can give them back, spoil them.
Yep.
You know, your kids, they drive you crazy, and you can't wait for you to have a grandson or granddaughter, and then you spoil the crap out of them, and you just drive them back to their mom and dad.
So how do you gonna feel if you have a newborn now and then you have a grandson?
I don't know, but my daughter's saying no, negative, and I said, well, damn.
Well, because you're
really
now.
Because you have one of your own? Now you don't want a brother or sister? That's crazy.
No, because she's probably gonna be like, well, you're not gonna spoil her baby as much as, but that's not the case. It's your own baby, they're gonna be equally loved and,
People ask me all the time that.
Be cared for.
Why? I mean, I have a 26-year-old and I have a 16, about to be 17-year-old, and it's a big, huge gap and a difference, let me tell you. And then you have a grandbaby. And they look at you like you're crazy because they're like, oh man, you're this age and you have this amount of children and this is how old they are. And they're like, I mean, where have you been? In a cave? Come on now. The early 30s was like the early 20s. And then the 40s were like the early 30s, right?
Yeah.
And then 50 was like midlife crisis at that time. Now 40s are midlife crisis.
Yeah, things have changed for sure.
Right?
No, they have, yeah.
It's crazy.
No, and then everything starts hurting at 40s, just so you know. Everything's cracking, popping.
It's cracking and popping. Oh my
goodness. That's why I'm trying to do some more self-improvement, like start stretching when I get up in the morning, because God knows, if I don't stretch, then everything, starts feeling worse, like being sore and things, the joints be popping, man.
So what do you feel right now about the immigration laws that are going on? It's crazy.
I'm not very happy about those. And, I personally have, my own dilemma with the immigration cases and stuff, immigration period, because I've been through the process and I'm still in the process. It took me about 12 years. No, it took me longer than that, but for myself.
Do you want to elaborate?
Well, I did have to file for my own, my own self, because I wasn't born here.
Where were you born?
I was born in Mexico.
What part of Mexico?
This little town somewhere deep down in the in the map, a little tiny town in Mexico.
What's the name of the place?
The name where I was born is Amatlan de Cañas, Nayarit. Yeah,
okay.
It's pretty...
For those who are listening that are from that area,
I think my cousin's over there right now. She's like, it's definitely a blessing being able to see where my grandparents grew up at, and her grandparents and my grandparents were from the same town, I believe. I mean, I don't think they're from the same town, but they're from Nayarit as well. Yeah. Or could they be? Yeah, they were from Nayarit too. My grandpa's brother was from Nayarit too, I believe. But they didn't have the same mom. But
Okay.
they had the same dad.
Well, apparently I would know a little bit about that, but on a different level, because my dad was from Puerto Rico. He was born there.
That's another thing.
Came here when he was like 8 years old, just wanting to have a normal life in America. But you know, when we were younger, before I even did, you know, if you guys don't know that I'm a politician running for 2024, I ran for 2022 for District 13 in the state of California.
Yes, you did that.
I sure did that, but I will say this, my dad didn't want Puerto Rico to become a territory, only based on the fact that the taxes.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't want the fruits, the vegetables, and, you know, the land to be taxed. He wanted to be able to live freely in his country. But, you know, as you know, adults, that, you know, children want to be adults. They want to go to college, and they want to have a degree in Puerto Rico. They want to have the same rights as the United States. So they decided to vote and become a United States territory so they can have the same means that we have here.
So what
But there was like an up and downer.
Yeah, it is.
You can't have your way. It's not Burger
Pros
King.
and cons to it. But wait, so did your dad become a citizen when they came in the United
Technically,
States?
I don't really know how that worked
I mean,
out.
does it automatically you become...
I mean, you could, at that point in time, they had visas.
So here,
You know, like you could fly back and forth or whatever and visit. But then when they become a territory, automatically now you can fly from Puerto Rico to the United States
without any visa.
without having a problem or showing a passport or...
Yeah.
I think that's how that worked.
We gotta go over there.
One day.
I always wanted to go to
When it's not underwater, you guys, and I'm gonna tell you that we need to pray for Puerto Rico. There's a lot of storms that's been hitting over there. I do have family in San Juan and Jayuya.
San Juan?
Yeah, San Juan.
San Juan what?
Puerto Rico.
No, but you said something else.
Jayuya.
Jayuya?
Mm-hmm. And Ponce.
And Ponce, okay.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Go down there then.
Okay, let's get back on topic with other stuff. We don't want to talk too much about our personal lives, but I will say this before we get into other topics that I do want to send out something that the House of Representatives has sent to me about the devastating winds and the rain and the flooding that is going on. If you're in the Sacramento County, we have some resources for you. You can call and... all storm-related hazards can be reported to 311. I don't know the number directly because they have not given that to me. Or you can get on the online resources, storm updates, or sign up for the emergency alert or weather respite centers. Or there are sandbag locations or storm preparedness areas where you can learn a little bit more. If you need help at all, you can call the Sacramento Police Department for the non-emergency, which is 916-808-5471. You can call the Sacramento County, which is 916-874-5115. Or if you need help with the Water Agency, which is the Sacramento County Water Agency, 916-875-7246. If you are having an outage with your SMUD or your PG&E, the SMUD number is 888-456-7683. Or PG&E, it's a 24-hour emergency and customer service line at 800-743-5000. And that is coming from your representative, Amai Berra, MD, from the Member of Congress. And if you'd like to contact his office and you have any questions about what's going on, let alone if you need representation for any type of problem, you can call his office, his local office in Sacramento County at 916-635-0505. And there you have it.
There you go.
There you go. There is your information for you during your flood crisis.
It's horrible.
And it is horrible. Yeah. It is really horrible, you guys. And I'm going to pray for those that are desperately in need, because we've had a lot of deaths during this flood.
Unfortunately. Sure. Rest in peace to all those people.
Yes, we've had 14 victims in this flood.
14 victims, man.
It makes me so sad.
That is crazy. This is unprecedented, and
it's driving me nuts.
It's never been seen in California before in history.
Right?
It is happening, and it's the weather that, it's changing. They've been talking about this, the weather change,
Mm-hmm.
What is it called? the weather change, you know.
You know what makes me really sad about this flood thing is that there was a little 5-year-old boy that was swept away in the flood in California, here in California, where we reside over. I'm not sure exactly where in California, but I know that he was swept away by the flood, and he still is resuming lost in the California flood.
They haven't found him yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, I mean, come on, that water's running fast.
And it's just the saddest thing.
It is sad.
His name is Kyle Doan. Doan. First name spelled Kyle. He was swept away. So if you have any clue of his whereabouts, whether or not, I mean, we're just praying that, you know, he got swept away and someone had found him. If you know where he is, please call the local police department. His family is really concerned and really upset and in a state of frantic. Please call the local police department if you know where he's at, please.
Imagine having your kids swept away like that. Oh my God.
Right?
You want to jump in the damn water with them.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough to be in a situation like that.
I know.
Not knowing what to do. If he's alive or not.
I know.
It must be devastating, really hard times right now for California, you guys.
That makes me sad. Mm-hmm. Well, Governor Newsom right now is saying that more storms are still expected to hit in California and people should keep their guard up, avoid crossing flood waters, and have an emergency kit ready and pay attention to local emergency alerts. And he's saying that we're going to get through this. But, I mean, this is a storm that, wow, I never thought in a million years we'd have.
It's happening, though.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real for sure. I don't know. I mean, I think that if something was to happen, there's nothing we all can do besides, you know, pray for the best and hopefully nobody gets hurt. But, I mean, if it's a big old storm, then nobody can have control. I mean, it's nature. Mother Nature.
Yeah, but it makes me sad. It shouldn't be like that.
Well, it shouldn't, but, I mean, not we, but, you know, things have been done to the layers of the planet. Things have been moving around, you know.
True.
It's just, I don't know, it's horrible. We have no idea what Mother Nature has in store for us. We have done a lot of damage to the earth ourselves, so it is happening.
It is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking at this flood map.
What is it looking like? Can you tell us? What is it bad?
It's pretty bad, you guys. I mean, it is pretty bad. I
mean, they've been talking about global warming.
The global warming, the climate change. But this type of it's an atmospheric river, meaning that it's not regular rain, you guys. It is like a storm in the atmosphere. The atmosphere, is it? It's coming from the ocean, and it's above land.
It's like vapor.
It's like vapor
that forms inside the ocean. I mean, outside the ocean, in the ocean, and it has to go somewhere.
Yeah, and then when it hits land, it turns into this huge, like, kind of like, you know, when you're going through the fog and it's wet and moist. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like that. But 10 times more than that. And it creates this rain that just is horrible.
It is non-stop rain.
It's non-stop rain, and it's hitting your walls and hitting your, you know.
You can feel it, man. It's raining hard. I mean, these last storms that we
So what happens, it says it creates a river funnel extreme amount of moisture over the ocean into narrow bands of clouds. As the clouds are transported over land, they produce many hours of intense rain and snow. Yeah. And it says water is an indicator of how much moisture there is in the atmosphere. Higher values of water correspond to greater potential heavier rain and snow.
Wow. So we might have hail?
I don't know.
Well, that's kind of like... that's ice. I guess snow would be just little things of snow formed.
Yeah, just like you were talking about Mother Nature, right?
Yeah.
It says, as is often the case, the worst weather is Mother Nature, right? Has to offer can often be beautiful when viewed from high above.
But not when it's down low.
Yeah, and this is a bomb cyclone, they're saying.
Bomb means it's
just going.
Disaster.
So the low pressure center can last weeks of a bomb cyclone can be seen spinning over the Pacific Ocean as it approaches the west coast.
Damn.
And it's rapidly intensified storm.
Not my west coast.
Whose central pressure drops at least 24 millibars in 24 hours.
Wow.
I mean, these series are powerful storms that has rapidly caused these rivers in the state of California recently in these weeks, you know. It is a extreme cold blasting some areas with a blizzard of these conditions. I mean, it's pretty bad. You guys don't understand how bad it is. It is 16-inch rain, 12.7 inches of rain in San Francisco between December 26th until now. It's been really bad. The last one that we had was in 1849.
1849,
I mean,
wow.
just like, you know, with COVID, it was 1918 when they last had the real huge bird flu that killed millions.
Millions of people.
Right? And then they had, you know, a couple more after that didn't kill not nearly as much as it did in 1918. And this one is like, what? In 1849, like, now we're having, what, another anniversary for a huge pandemic, epidemic with, what, rainfall? But during this period, and you guys didn't know, Sacramento recorded more than 8 inches of rain. And Los Angeles had more than 4 inches.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah, it's bad. It's like when you're taking a shower and you want to make it a little bit.
So this is expected to continue till January 20th.
January 20th.
And it has caused widespread, you know, and severe flooding, roads closures, mudslides. I mean,
yes, disaster.
To talk about talking about what we're going to do in the new year, how are we going to do that with this pouring rain? What's going on?
But I still want to do more self-improvement as much as I can through this weather. You know?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We have to try to do our best to, you know, be ready for this bomb cyclone, man. I can't believe the bomb cyclone.
That's crazy, right?
Yes, and it's coming to the west, baby. I mean, it's going to happen, right? There's no way it can go a different direction.
No, it's heading to California.
Right to the California state. Oh my God. The Sunshine State is no more Sunshine State, y'all. It's called the Rain State. The Bomb Cyclone State. Move your body like a cyclone. No, that's not it. Okay? I wish it was just a song, but it's happening, man. I don't
It's
know.
pretty bad.
Everybody stay safe out there, though, for real.
I'm looking at the map right now, and it's looking pretty harsh, you know?
Damn, I can't believe it.
It is coming from the Pacific Ocean. I mean, this is crazy.
It's Pacific. It's Pacific. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of evacuations that are happening within the last couple of days. It's crazy. And, you know, it's more than 34 million residents.
In California.
And more, around 90% of state populations.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
I think I'm moving.
Well, now we're going to move?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Well,
okay, let's talk about self-improvement.
Okay, self-improvement.
Okay, so I honestly think my self-improvement would be having, I mean, I think we all say this. We're going to hit the gym. We're going to go and we're going to lose 20 pounds.
I'm going to start with stretching first.
Really?
Well, I mean, you have to stretch before you work out. So I need to start from basics.
Okay.
Step one is to stretch, and I haven't got to that part yet.
She's crazy.
I'm working on it. It's important, okay?
All right.
No, yeah. Once you wake up, you want to be able to stretch, and I always forget. And then I walk around all day feeling like shit. Because my bones being hurt.
I guess I shouldn't make that promise because it's never going to happen. Okay. Realistically, I can say that cleaning the house or doing something productive is going to help you lose weight. Because it normally does. I mean, you just got to get your behind out of the bed and do something productive, right?
True, yes.
I can't say we're going to do that because guess what? We're in the stormy weather. But we have been getting out of the house a lot more and doing productive things even though stormy weather.
Yeah,
People are thinking we're crazy.
I have to hit Costco soon here.
Costco.
Well, you never know. You might not be able to get out. You never know.
This one over here, she's crazy. She done lost her marbles.
We got enough toilet paper for the tushy, and then
really
in water for sure. We need water.
Wow. Okay.
Water outside, but
Cool beans.
What happened when there was the?
I think that we just need to believe and pray a lot more.
Definitely
pray. Yeah.
Have faith that everything's gonna be all right.
That's true.
And believe that if it's your time, it's your time. But try to do your best to save yourself for sure.
True that.
Yes. And
okay. Well, I think this has been a productive one. Our first actual podcast. I guess we'll talk about different scenarios on the next one because I think the first one's always kind of like the heaviest one because you gotta figure out what you're gonna talk about, what you're gonna do about the podcast, if there's gonna be people actually listening and giving a crap about what you're talking about. Yeah. I think that honestly this has been a productive podcast for tonight. You think so?
Yeah. Yep. It sounds good to me.
It sounds awesome to me. I think we just need to get more people on our podcast and collaborate a little bit more and see what we can talk about with other people.
Everybody should listen to us, okay?
I know, right? Because we're the coolest LGBT couple you'll ever meet in your life.
That's right.
That's right. Well, anyways, we're going to conclude this podcast tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow with another podcast with the Andrade Familia podcast, and hopefully you guys will be here listening to us and enjoy every little crazy conversation we'll be having. Doesn't matter, we'll be rambling on
probably
with a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Right?
Especially Angelina.
Yeah.
She has a lot to say.
I do have a lot to say.
She is very smart though.
I am completely smart.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll figure that one out later down the line. That at this moment we are tired. Yeah. We decided to throw a podcast out there to super late at night, but hey, this is us, and this is our life, and this is what we do. Mm-hmm. So I will say goodnight to our audience, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Enjoy our podcast.
Hey.
Stay tuned for the next podcast.
For the next one, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Love you guys. And Susanna and Angelina are out.
God bless everybody. Bye.